Page 48, Spooky Story. Key of E minor, they're telling you it's in E minor. It's got one sharp. It's a relative minor to G major. So now it's time to go do my scale video on E minor. At least do the beginner part. If you don't know the scale at all, do the beginner part. If you do know the E minor scale already, then do the intermediate part, the 2 octaves up and down. Start with the right hand first, 4/4 time. Look at this rhythm. Starts with our 8th rest, so it's 1 and 2 and 3, etc. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Staccato on that last one. And that's pretty much the rhythm for the first couple of lines or 3 lines or so. Then you get down to the last line. You got 2 staccato notes. That's an A sharp and a B, and then an A natural. Watch the rhythm. 1 and 2 and. The left hand will help because you're playing that E G with the left hand E. So when the left hand gets to the E, the right hand joins in. 18. Then on page 49, they're just whole notes. Hopefully that's not a problem for you. I'll let you determine how you're going to finger them. You can use their fingering, or like on the second line first measure, you can do a 2/5 if you'd rather. It's fine, doesn't matter. You don't have to connect the whole notes too well. With this piece, it's okay to have a little silence between them. Not a lot, just a little. Just enough to give you time to change chords. Till you get down to the bottom of the last measure, that's staccato, wrist staccato. I do a 2/5. You can do a 1/5 if you want. I don't care. It's up to you. Left hand. Back on page 46. These are staccatos. Very softly staccato. And I use a light finger staccato. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Second line is legato, but start with the thumb. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Third line staccato again. So on the third line, watch the fingering. 5, 4, and then for the last line, those are not staccato, those are accented. They have them pedaled. I disagree with that. I'm going to leave the pedal out here. If that's all I'm going to use, I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to accent them. And I can have a little silence between them. It's okay. And then the last measure, and it's the E's tied, so once you play it, you just hold it down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then page 49. Let's look at this rhythm. Quarter note, bunch of 8th notes, and a quarter note. Well, take out the tie temporarily. Let's play all the notes here. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Not too bad that way. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then put the tie back in. Just don't play the second C. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and the rhythm's the same. You're just kind of going down the keyboard. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Lift up so we get a little silence between the measures. 1 and 2, 3, because that's between the phrases. Last line. First measure, same rhythm, but watch the accidentals. 1 and 2. And then the last measure's staccato, and the rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Like so. And the notes. Remember, we're in E minor. We have 1 sharp in the key signature. So, and those accidentals from the previous measure don't apply anymore, so forget those. But you have it still the F sharp because that's in the key signature. And then the DCL fine takes you back to the top of page 48, and the finis at the bottom of page 48. So now when you put the hands together, it's this way. Very soft. One is staccato and one's legato. Be very careful about what the articulation makes this piece. It's wonderful. This is a good study piece for articulation and learning to control independence of the hands. I highly recommend it. Last line on page 48, we're here. Accents. Now, softly with the right hand. And now all of a sudden you're loud again. But you're going to decrescendo there. You see the arrow? So it's loud and the... Isn't that neat? Now there is a repeat sign there, so you'd want to go back up and play this page twice. But on page 49, it's both hands is here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and etc. Then going down to the last line, it's here. 2 and 3. On the second line on page 48, I didn't do it very well, but if you can start it at kind of a medium loud and then get softer down to a very soft, and you have to plan that out. So here, medium loud, whatever that is, and this is left hand. The right hand is going to stay soft. And then very soft. And this gets louder. You're going to go from very soft to loud because we want loud in the next line. Let me give you an idea what I think this sounds like, but I'd prefer that you interpret it on kind of on your own. Just don't violate what the music tells you to do. This is sort of how I might play it. Now it doesn't give you, well, Andante moderato is kind of in the middle, slowish in the middle, leisurely in the middle, mysteriously, whatever that is. That's just, I don't know. Think of ghosts. Think of Halloween or something. Repeat.